Over the past 50 years, our planet has seen the rise and fall of many species, cultures, and spectacles. But there is one organism which has survived the test of time. What once started as a freshwater green algae has now found its home amongst the woodlands and forests, claiming the world as its own. For the very first time, we are diving deep into the ground and taking a closer look at the soft padding beneath our feet. This episode is going to explore how this compact little cell could have not only caused catastrophic global shifts, but how it could also one day be the sole force behind saving mankind. This is our moss. Moss, a common little algae often overlooked by the average human, was actually the first plant to survive on solid ground. It made such an impactful debut that when it first arrived on the scene 500 million years ago, research shows that it started suffocating the Earth from carbon dioxide, leading to the planet's second ice age. Not the strong and stable start we were expecting. With over 12,000 species of moss worldwide, it's often easy to get it confused with imposters such as the Spanish and Irish moss, which are actually just glorified grass. Whilst the fakes are used in modern times for insulation and to thicken foods, traditional moss was used to not only heal wounds in World War I, but also used for kids' potty training.
That's right, before nappies, there was moss. Many cultures use species like this forklift moss to help manage their children's business due to the fact that it can hold 20 times its weight of liquid. Why use free toilet paper when you've got moss right on your doorstep?
Although shrubs play a fairly unremarkable role here in the UK, the plant has reached rock star status in places such as Japan, where it has become a fundamental feature in traditional Japanese landscapes.
Not only is it used to make beautiful gardens, it's also a part of how people identify.
There is a huge culture developing in Japan where young enthusiasts call themselves moss girls and organise moss-themed events. To get a deeper insight into the world of moss, I got an exclusive interview with expert moss boy Levi Skid on his thoughts on the plant.
Just be yourself.
Here's my moss. So we don't know what type it is, but it's pretty sexy.
Yeah.
It's pretty frosty, but it's not winter, so I'm gonna take it home, grow it, and see what happens.
As it turns out, moss is playing an important role in not only people's futures, but also the planet's. Despite reaping absolute havoc at the beginning of time, this tiny cell organism could be the answer to the increase in CO2 levels in the air. Studies show that there are many ways moss could be engineered to reverse the trend and thus restoring the planet's atmosphere.
To some, this entity is a small decoration amongst a world of forests. To others, it not only has the power to change lives, but to save the planet.
A future with more moss is key to the resilience of our planet.
Do you know why it's so easy to rip apart? Because it's a single cell organism. The things you learn